Ingrid here, Metal Master Kingdom. Ladies, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Ekaterina from Protocult.
And I'm Veronica Ortiz Rodriguez, also known as General Chaos for Car Chaos.
Right on, ladies. Okay, what got you into metal and why did you want to join a band?
Well, I mean, it all started when I was a teenager. I guess we all go through a transition where kind of want to separate or get away, not get away, but start building your own personality and become an individual. And I came from a family that listened to a lot of music. As a matter of fact, my mom and dad met in a discotheque. He was a DJ, so I was exposed to music since I was very, very little. A lot of Latin music since my background is Latino. And I mean, I was always very open to listen to all kinds of music, but then all of a sudden I was probably about 13, 14 years old. I put on much music and Pantera was playing. And I kind of reached out and I was like, yeah, I don't know who you are, but yeah. And then it started from there, and then I saw Marilyn Manson, and then Iron Maiden and all this stuff, Megadeth, so I got into it. It bugged the crap out of my parents, but here I am today, making this type of music.
Cool. I actually probably immigrated here around 12. And new metal was popular, so for me it was Korn, actually. I really liked their earlier albums. And later on, it was just through high school I met a buddy and he said, this is supposed to check this out. Takes me to an Opeth concert, and that's when I discovered like the heavy metal and the aspect of the melodies could be combined. Mm-hmm. And I've just fell in love with this idea of music that could be heavy and melodious at the same time. And after that, start just digging like a nerd, for this and this countries and metal, everything, and different music. And yeah, that's how I got into it.
Right on, very good. What do you ladies do to prepare for a show?
I don't do. You drink beer. Actually, I don't.
Expected that answer.
We just try beer maidens, For me, it's like there's a little sense of nervousness, but not a lot. A ritual or anything, no. Normally I like spicy food before a show and honey and green tea. I don't drink any alcohol prior to any show. I don't know, it's just a thing. I don't really drink that much.
Good for vocalists, actually.
Yeah, that either. So I mean, I hear these things and I say, all right, I'll stick with the tea, water, and honey.
I brought you some tea, actually.
Ooh, awesome. Thank you.
So this actually is both directed to you both as well. You're both the single female in the group of your respective bands. Are you like the mother, sister figure trying to keep the calm in the band?
I'm the tyrant of the band, actually. No, well, okay, you could be also everything, right? You're the motherly figure, you make sure the boys are okay. As well, you keep the discipline you have to get. You got a bunch of guys, you got them organized. And we're just best pals, really. I'm one of the guys, but I try to sort of keep it serious when things need to be serious, and fun when they need to be fun.
Right, time and place for everything.
Exactly, it's the same thing with the band. Probably the approach that I have with one or two members is more like an older sister, because I am older than the boys, most of them. And but other than that, I mean, it's like you become one of the boys. I remember at the beginning when I joined in, I used to be a little more conservative. You watch what I would say, and I was like, maybe these guys are not 18 yet. Oh my gosh. No, but other than that, it was just like you gradually show yourself and you grow up at the same time with them.
I came out with like I'm a lady and everything. It's a cover up, right?
Yeah, or you see me sometimes, I'm like, hey, but I'm like, I can actually be pretty nasty,
a little raunchy.
No, you rip one out, you let a little burp here and there, and
Oh,
the guys,
yeah.
it's like it's normal. So it's like, all right,
I actually
all
have a
good.
story about a bird, but if you want.
Right on, just let loose.
Literally.
Veronica, it's your first time here in Toronto to perform with Carcass.
Chaos, is that?
How are you feeling about that?
I'm excited. I mean, I've visited Toronto before. I've also, last year I came with the Hollow Gang. It was fun. This year it's, with Car Chaos, and it's exciting. I mean, I know a few people too, and there's the Crimson Shadows crew that's going to be coming down, which is pretty awesome. Thanks for the support,
cool.
guys.
Yes.
We do the same when they come down. It's just nice because we build these relationships. So you have like your, not a crew, but you feel at home. So I don't feel like that tension or oh, how is it gonna go? No, this actually feels very natural. So it's not.
It's a metal family.
Exactly, it is.
Ladies, how do you relieve boredom when you guys are recording an album?
Boredom.
Yeah, is there boredom? Is that word even there when you're recording?
Not for me. I'm always, how's everybody doing? If they're doing their parts, I'm listening and making sure everything is perfect. I'm a perfectionist freak. You guys hate it. But
The details.
the details, and overall, if, we usually continuously pulls it up.
That always breaks the monotony.
So, it's never boring. I love recording time. Actually, it's fun.
I like it as well. Again, I usually am very confident in what the rest of the guys provide or have done. I've recorded at that point. So usually I just come and add on the vocals last. And then I'm a bit of a little psycho when it comes to my own vocals, because then I'm like, I don't like how this sounds. Let's try this or let's try that. Again, I'm also very open to what our producer is going to be suggesting. I'm very open. He says, I want to learn and I want to offer something good. So all in all, it's a beautiful experience. So you learn, you let loose. Also in there.
Yes. Have some fun,
Oh yeah.
but also have that control over your own aspect, your own contribution.
I've had a point where I was so stressed that I wasn't being able to reach a note, but it just would not come out. And at one point, the voice is something that is also emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard sometimes to grasp it. I don't know. It's something that I've experienced. I don't know if other people have. So I was so frustrated, and at that point, here comes my guitarist. He's like knocking on the window. He's like. And I just belted this huge scream at him. Get out! Because I was trying to get there and he just... So I kind of felt bad.
But once you relax, that's when it all comes out, right?
Yeah,
When you're
exactly.
not so tensed up. And,
You can't go in the studio and being tensed.
right.
So you really have to be, okay, this is how we're gonna lay it, that's it. I can be a psycho.
You can, yeah, sure.
He's psycho.
Oh, we fight all the time. My main guy, oh my god. It's like, constantly.
You're saying like whenever you guys are together, you just
Recording wise, so we've been recording this album and I'm on his ass, you're off the note, he's staying there and like, no, I'm not good enough, just constantly. It's like a sort of, but it's in a fun, friendly way.
Yeah, it's the same thing. And I remember even like looking at the producer and be like, hey, are you gonna side me or what?
right. Like,
and then
didn't I do
it
great?
happened, and he was like, yeah, what she's doing sounds good.
Right.
It's like in your face.
And that's what you got to do. You got to go out 110% every time, right?
100%.
100%. I like to say 110 just because.
It sounds
just seems-
awesome, but it's
And it's that woman thing.
all right. We'll stick.
There you go with that woman
Sisters.
thing. Sisters. Ekaterina, No Beer in Heaven. That's coming out August 8th.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that? How's the band feeling?
Great. We've been at it a while. Took us 3 years to write it, well, to produce it, because we took a break for 1 year. Our main guitarist, he left the country for a year. So first it was, an EP of 4 songs, and then he was away, and we said, hell with it, let's do an whole album, like a full album. And we came back, we got our finances together.
Yes.
And we produced this album. A lot of work went into it. Guest musicians are there. We have a bunch of artists working on it. It's just, and all our community sort of was supporting us. So became like we just had a video out for the new single, Get Me a Beer. So check it out. It's really hilarious.
Saw it. It's fun.
It's really funny. So it's all our friends pretty much who are just participating in the video, and just been great experience to come out with this album.
That metal family again. Right?
It's been called so far the scariest metal album title ever.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, what do you mean No Beers in Heaven? Come on.
There's wine. There should be all those
There's
good
like
things.
There's other things, yeah, but come on.
good
It's based
things.
on some German
Beer.
folk song. They
Okay.
said, in beer there's no heaven, so we drink it here. So
See, that is right on the money. Being that I'm German background, gotta have the beer.
Oh, really? Wow. We all learned something new.
And for you, Veronica, Empire just came out March the 8th of this year.
Yep.
And how was that album succeeding for you? Doing
It's
well?
going pretty well. Again, we had a really good reception. The video also helps a lot because it gives people a visual, and they love that. You even a new picture and they're like, "Ooh, wow!" It's these little things that enhances the experience, and in terms of marketing an album helps a lot. And
When you said video, sorry, you're talking about Depths of Madness?
exactly, Depths of
Which
Madness.
is a very theatrical video.
It's fun. It was fun
Yeah.
doing it. I loved it, and I think it's the intention and the energy you put into something. People somehow get to feel it. So then they're like, "That video is awesome. Thank you so much." It's like, no, you thank you for telling me this and sharing it. So we've gotten a really good feedback.
That's the thing. You feed off each other. The audience feeds off the band, and vice versa.
Exactly, and
That's
that's how you provide fans what they expect or what they deserve.
Oh wow, what we deserve. I like to hear that.
I
But
think
you know,
it's important.
you deserve the kudos too because you make us feel good. Final question to both of you is, what do you want to say to your fans?
well, go out. Go out to metal shows. We have
Yeah.
a brilliant lineup today. We have Carcaeus coming all the way from Montreal. We have Tsargrad today and Primal Frost. Metal shows happening all the time. Just keep an eye on it. Come out. We gotta, you have to experience the life, music. Don't sit in your holes.
Yes,
Other
don't
than
sit
that,
on your ass. Don't stay at home.
just,
Come out.
Come out and just stay active. Spread the word. If you like, the new Carcaeus album or new Protocol album,
Yeah.
spread it, and drink beer.
Always drink beer.
I think for me is don't be afraid to go and discover local talent because you'll be very surprised. And you know what? It's your support that makes our dreams come true. And like I said, in the end, we also give back to you guys for giving us. And like I said, discover new bands. Don't be afraid. And you know what? Just when you go to a metal show, just be open, experience. Open your spirits, and something good you'll experience. I guess. It's an exchange of energy. So don't be afraid to receive whatever's being channeled to you. If you feel it's positive and it feels something that you can connect with, just go for it. And all in all, I just want to say thank you, and thank you to Toronto for having us here as well. Maple Metal Records, Protocols, Primal Frost, and Tsargrad. That's how we say it? Okay.
Tsargrad.
Tsargrad. Sorry, it's my Spanish, my Latino.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ladies. Thank